Got my good friend and co-caster for the day with me, Seabiscuit. How you doing, Seabiscuit?
Doing good. That was my horse Winnie.
That, that was your horse winning?
That was my attempt. It didn't go good, did it?
No, that was awful. Please never do that again.
Do it again. Just wait, mid match. You're gonna get hit with another one.
All right, maybe if you need to spice things up a bit, we can go back into the horse winnie. But I was not expecting that out of you, Biscuit. Not gonna lie.
I don't know why I did it either.
All right. I guess we're gonna maintain the theme with a little bit of chaoticness this Saturday, but starting the night out, we have a banger of a matchup. We've got the Drakes, who were undefeated last season, have not been able to find the same results so far this season, and they will be playing Dissolved. Something interesting to note, I'm sure a lot of you already realized, but we have the former Drakes. Some would argue the former Drakes carry in the call casting with us, and that is Biscuit himself.
Yeah, they missed me for sure. 110%. Um, I mean, ah, I think it's really hard when you have a full roster switch minus one player. Um, and we won't say it one player because it feels like I'll be calling him out. But to make things work as well as they possibly did before compared to last season's Drakes. Yeah, I was the only player that was there from the season before, but Logie and Skies I had thousands of hours with, so it wasn't a brand new environment for anybody really. Versus this season, I don't think Skies ever played with Kiwi because Kiwi was after Skies left Ascension, right? That's
Yes, that was the season after.
And then Ray Ray obviously being on, uh, not bananas, not what is the challenger team?
Papayas.
Papayas. Thank you. I always
You're
want to
not a
call him.
challenger for one season, and you
I
already
I
pretty
always want to
winning.
call him Samurai because I'm an old head in the league. All
Oh, I
right,
feel that.
and I'm like, it's not Samurai. What is it? So it's a whole new team, and you don't expect things to always click in the first week of the season. So them dropping a game's not a big deal, and I'm hoping they can bounce back tonight and find a first win of the season and build some momentum in the correct direction.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, a tough ask for Skies to. I mean, you said you wouldn't call him out, but I'm pretty sure everyone already knows he's the remaining Drake's member. Definitely a huge ask for him to try and carry on the success, and I'm sure the pressure is on him to keep that up. But also looking at the dissolved roster, I see we've got Dogmaster, Jester, and I believe their third is Wolfie, who might be a new player in Nemesis. Are there any players on that roster you're expecting to see step up?
Hmm. I like Dogmaster P. I don't know why. It's just a fun name to say, and I hope he scores a lot so I can be like Master P. Yeah, and be
I can't wait
excited
to
to
hear
say
that.
it. Yeah, be right. He better hit a double tap for me so I can justify that level of energy. That's all I'm saying.
He better. And real quick before we get into the game, it looks like we do have all our players ready to go. You got any predictions for this one? It is like you said, still early in the season, but I'm sure you have to have a favorite here.
Well, I was gonna go with Drake's, but some insider information tells me there might be some drama coming into this match. Between some of the Drake players. So I think I gotta lean towards dissolved, even though my channel points are on the Drakes.
Oh man, a little bit of tea being spilt there.
Yeah, a little bit.
So
Just a bit.
for the sake of your channel points, you do want the Drakes to win, but for the sake of your accuracy as a caster, I guess you have to root for dissolved in that sense.
Yeah, it's a two-way street, and it's really hard to pick which side to stand on.
So really, you can't lose here. That's what we like to see.
Yeah, that's a good way
All
to look at
right. The win-win situation. And as we will get into this game, only one team can come out victorious in the first matchup. We've got our first kickoff here. Wolfie with a huge win. Now the defense already a little bit awkward for the Drakes. They do well to 50 it out of their half. Dogmaster taking another approach. Looks like he backflipped off that ball, but Jester will be there for the cleanup. Maybe going for a double. I think it was Dogmaster you said you want to see going for the doubles, but Jester already bringing out the heat here as Kiwi will get a little bit of possession in the corner. Dogmaster not able to make the touch there, actually, as Wolfie will try to make a pass happen. Nothing coming out of it yet. Ray Ray with the dribble gets a nice flick past one, but Dogmaster does well to clear it to the corner. A little bit of miscommunication from Dissolve there, it looks like, but they still get the ball out of their half, and the game carries on. A huge pinch from Ray Ray there. Not the most accurate, but it does make a big play. Brew for the Drakes. They can't quite make anything out of it, though. A lot of demos coming out from the Drakes now, actually. And with the first minute here and done, no goals scored yet. What are you seeing on the field right now, Biscuit?
I think it's just a lot of feeling each other out right now by both teams. Both of these teams haven't matched up against each other yet this season, so got to figure out what their play style's like. I don't think they've scrimmed or anything, and I just think neither team really wants to overcommit a ball and make a mistake, which is also leading to a lot of these demo attempts where you can kind of safely try to make a play for an easy goal to break the ice on the series.
Yes, and that is something that we do see often in series where neither team wants to come out and be the aggressor right off the bat. Sometimes they start to just go for those demos and open up more space that they can take comfortably. But right now it is Dissolved on the attack. Another hit off the backboard. And they've been finding that backboard quite a bit, but haven't found the back of the net quite yet. It's Ray Ray looking to get a little fake air dribble going. The ball is flying over the Dissolved center, but Jester equal to the touch and gets a nice hit to the corner. No one there to follow up from Dissolved, though. And we will want to see more of that defensive coordination. And as I say that, the teammates from Dissolved find each other, but not in the way that you want to see on defense. As Wolfie gets a bump, and that leads to a nice easy net for Kiwi.
Yeah, and kind of a not really a traditional triple commit, but I'm gonna call it a triple commit by the Dissolve team. All three of them kind of having a kumbaya session in the corner with the ball there, and not one of them wanting to rotate back to net and giving Kiwi a pretty open free shot.
And that was, in the end, just an extremely free goal for the Drakes. One that they will not be opposed to taking. We're going to have to hope for Dissolve's sake that they can find a little bit better touches on defense and try not to... Like you said, it wasn't a typical triple commit, as another goal for Drakes is going to come out. A nice pass play between Skies and Ray Ray.
Yeah, and good on Ray Ray here to back off and let Skies have the ball with a better position, but Dissolved, it just almost seems like they're scared to challenge, and they're just letting the Drakes have all these free balls within a few car lengths of their net, and the Drakes are taking advantage, and it's really...
It does seem like there is a bit of a lack of confidence from Dissolved right now. They might not have played together all that much. I know this is not the same roster that they had last season. And it also could be due to their first game on stream. That's always a nerve-wracking experience for any party that finds themselves in that position. But they will have to try and pick it up as the ball once again lands in Dissolve's half. Kiwi ready to send it right back. Now Skies, Ray Ray to Kiwi. Kiwi can't quite make the shot. And that was a really good attempt from Drakes. Just a tiny bit of inaccuracy there. Fortunately for them, they don't need 100% accuracy as they're already 2 goals up. But you do like to see the life in their team lineup as they are trying to find each other. Now Dogmaster taking a shot. One of the few that Dissolved has gotten so far this game. Dogmaster looking for the read. Can't quite find it as Ray Ray trying to make a touch in the midfield, but Jester's there to clear it. A little bit awkward with this ball, but gets a nice catch. Gets it past one. Can't get past Kiwi, though. He's going to just knock the ball right back into Dissolve's half, and now it looks like Dissolved are just feeling the pressure even more immensely than they have been. Drake's turning it up.
Yeah, Drakes are playing with good pace, and it was nice to see that passing play with my little bit of spilt tea. I was kind of worried we were going to just see a 3-man solo play, only, 3 people just going for solo plays, not caring about their teammates, but I think the tea I was given wasn't quite as hot as it should have been, because they seem like they're playing like a team, and it's nice. It's nice. Good old Drake passing plays. It's a staple of Nemesis, in my opinion.
And that is something we've come to expect from the Drake's roster, especially throughout Season 2 and Season 3. And maybe they can carry it on. Looks like so far they have in this game. Carrying on the typical pressure. Drake's known to just take shot after shot. This game is almost over, but not quite, as Skies has to just dive back for a nice save, but that one should secure the game for the Drakes, as Dissolved will not have time to score 2 more goals, especially after that boomer of a clear by Skies. A beautiful play, and a great note to end on for the Drakes in this game one.
Yeah, good win by the Drakes. Good team play overall. I think almost 100% goal participation. If only someone could have got one more assist in there, but just a good overall team play. And good speed by the Drakes the whole time. I mean, it almost looked like Dissolved was playing in quicksand half the game. I think it's time for Dissolved to unhitch the trailer a little bit. Get those horses moving.
The horse metaphors are a little much.
Good. And just play. I mean, sometimes when you're on stream, you get nervous and you feel like, oh, if I mess up, everyone's going to see it. Well, I'd rather mess up confidently than mess up scared, right?
That's very true. Sometimes if you mess up confidently enough, no one even notices that you did mess up. Things just have a funny way of working out sometimes. It is funny that you mentioned that the Drakes are looking so fast, as Ray Ray typed, I feel slow, and I believe went to go change his car because of that. So maybe they don't feel as fast as they look on stream right now.
Nope, same car, same car.
Oh, it is the same car. He just wanted to.
His ping was 300 something at the end there. That could have been it.
Oh, that could affect your gameplay just a little bit.
That's what you play on all the time, I thought.
Not quite that much. 100, sure. 300, no. And Ray Ray free flip saves the ball. I don't think there was any way he was scoring that, but that was a bit of a silly play, as Dogmaster's going to completely whiff this one. Now the defense just already falling apart in the first 20 seconds for Dissolve.
And a good 50 by Skies, and Ray Ray just kind of disrespected both Jester and Master P there for touching the ball and just kind of waited and shot the ball. Just said, you're going to miss, I'm going to shoot.
Yeah, and it didn't require even the most power. Maybe having no boost worked out in his favor, but Wolfie going to finally put one on the scoreboard for Dissolve.
Yeah, and Wolfie, a player you definitely don't want to disrespect when it comes to speed, and I think Skies here made the opposite mistake of Ray Ray and didn't think Wolfie was that quick, and Wolfie said, here, I'm going to show you some real speed, and scored himself a goal.
That he did. I do want to point out, though, I don't believe... So this isn't the same Wolfie that's been on the Bishops for 2, maybe 3 seasons now. I know that you...
Oh,
you know that Wolfie. So this is a new Wolfie.
I always
one
forget.
you haven't seen yet.
I hate these guys for having the same name and confusing me on who's who, ruining my intellect.
It's okay, it was still a good take, as he does look to be pretty fast.
Yes.
Now, the ball rolling, Jester trying to take control, and he will find the control eventually. But Ray Ray fast to that ball. A nice save from Dogmaster. Gets up fast to that one. Was a bit of a difficult position to be in. And now, Dissolved faking multiple touches. We will call those fakes, as misses don't exist. And Ray Ray now looking for a big pass play, but a little bit of miscommunication, it looked like, with Kiwi. And the ball pinches into the center over the top of Skies, who can't get a challenge there.
Yeah, and just a little too hard of a touch by Ray Ray. Sky's not quite able to reach it, and Dogmaster gets himself his first goal of the series, and I'm excited about that.
There it is. Dogmaster P might not even be as hyped to score that goal as Biscuit is for him, but either way, you'll love to see it. This Jester now gets a boomer of a clear. Wolfie barely getting a touch, but does get the double. Drake's defense does well to stay patient. Now Kiwi on the dribble, flicks it past one, but 2 defenders will shut that one down. Now Ray Ray coming back. Dogmaster with a nice bump on Skies, actually, but he'll find his way back into the play, as Drake's continuing to pepper the offensive zone. But Wolfie will finally beat out, and now this could be a bit of an opportunity for Dissolved. The ball lingering in the Drake's half, as Jester can't quite find the read, but Wolfie's there to back him up. Gets a touch off the side. Skies with no boost as well to make a read off the sidewall. And another miss from Jester. We've seen a few misses that mostly look like they're just due to panic from this Dissolved roster. And I really think they either need to settle down and calm their nerves, or just find a way to make these touches.
Yeah, and I think part of the problem for the Drakes right now is Dissolve's actually pushing balls, and as I say that, um, Dissolve though is really putting pressure on the Drakes, which wasn't there much game one, and it's kind of forcing a lot of really poor touches by the Drakes that aren't really finding teammates or good spots in the field. They're just kind of giving to Dissolved and letting Dissolved do whatever they want with the ball.
Yeah, and Dissolved are starting to find ways to do a little bit more with this pressure that they have been given. Drake's still not out of it yet, though. Only one goal behind with 2 minutes remaining. And their passing plays, I will say, still look like they are being formulated. They're still going for these opportunities. If they can just be a little bit more precise, I definitely think they can start to put home these goals. As once again, Dissolved having to clear the ball out. But this will give Dogmaster a nice opportunity. Kiwi with the pre-jump almost gets an incredibly unlucky 50. But thankfully for that Drake's roster, they'll be right back on offense just as quickly as if they never left. Now Jester going off the sidewall, but he doesn't have any boost to follow up here. This could still be an opportunity. The ball gets popped up. Wolfie and Dogmaster was up for it, but decided to bail. A good decision, if you ask me, as there wasn't much he could do there. Now Kiwi in the corner with this ball. Gets it past one. Can't find his way past the second, though. Dogmaster looking a little bit awkward on the backboard. With zero boost. Wanted some sort of insane redirect, it looked like, but didn't quite have enough to get there. And the ball will be cleared out, but it's only to Jester who takes a shot. That's threatening. And now the pressure is mounting for Dissolved, and they are looking like they are poised to take this game. Drakes need to break out relatively soon. Only 35 seconds now. They want to make something happen. So Ray tries to get an air dribble over, but can't quite find it. Wolfie gets a dunk, but Dogmaster there. All three members of Dissolved in this corner, but it doesn't seem to matter as Jester gets another hit out. Dogmaster with a nice pass to Jester to let him maintain control. Once again, though, Jester has an opportunity to set up an attack, and he just doesn't have any boost to do anything with it. But still, all Dissolved has to do now is focus on not getting scored on, as that ball will head towards the center. Wolfie almost own goals. There's a pre-flip, and that ball was headed into the net, but the timer will save Dissolved, just barely.
What a spooky moment for Dissolve there, and what a tragic feel for Drake's there. It felt like they had a shot and a pretty good look at it there by Skies, but he just floors it and puts it right on the ground, and they end up losing game two here. And now we're back to 1-1 or 0-0, in my opinion, if you think of it that way.
Yeah, it's just 0-0. It's a best of three instead of best of five now, right?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
And an unfortunate outcome for the Drakes, who actually, it looked like Dissolved had a lot of the pressure, but Drake still had more shots, ringing in at 7 compared to only 4 shots for Dissolved, but they put in 50% of their shots, while Drake's could only put in 1 out of 7. Drake's, it seems, are going to have to be a little bit more accurate if they want to take this series.
Accuracy is key, especially in the Challenger League. If you can't hit the net, then you can't win the game. But I think that's also key for any other league. I don't know why I called out Challenger like that.
Typically, that is one factor we take into account in Rocket League games. If you can put the ball in the net, or I should say, if you can't put the ball in the net, you typically won't win a game, unless the other team does it for you. But hopefully we won't be seeing any of that in the Challenger League. As the Drakes get a nice play brewing. Kiwi takes it past one. Has a good opportunity in the corner here. Gets a nice 50 out. Sky's not quite there to capitalize, though. Hanging back just a little bit. Staying somewhat passive, even in an offensive position. And Dogmaster looking for this read. Oh, Kiwi looked like he hesitated to go for that ball. He should have tried anyways, as Ray will almost put this one in. A huge save, but Skies will be there for the follow-up.
And I feel bad for the square button on Ray Ray's controller from this whole thing, because I think I saw him touch the ball at least 5 to 10 times there before that goal in the first minute. A lot of churning, but great pressure applied by him, and it cracked the Dissolve defense apart.
Yeah, and finally the Dissolve defense does get broken up. I'm curious now, though, what exactly is your square button? Because my square button is just scoreboard, so I'm not exactly sure what you're referring to there.
It's a PlayStation controller.
Yeah, I use a PlayStation controller.
I meant circle butt. Square buttons
Uh,
drift. Wait, what? Ah, you're confusing me. Squares will drift. Squares like the
Squares in my
default
drift.
drift.
Okay, so that's what you're. I was just wondering exactly what function you're referring to.
The drift button. The drift button. There you go. The default is square. I'm pretty like 90% certain default drift is square. Get out of my head. It's a sensitive place, man.
My bad, my bad. Well, I'm glad we got that ordeal settled. Let's see if we can get this settled on the field. Oh my God, Dogmaster just took a shot at his own net, but Jester saved it just barely. I'm not sure if that was insane team coordination or just a lucky, a lucky way out of a very bad misplay. As this one will not be saved by Jester, and the slow roller from Ray Ray breaks through the defense.
Yeah, and Kiwi not quite able to put a hard shot on, I'm guessing, so he just pops it up, and Ray Ray just fast enough to get that by Wolfie, and Jester and both Dogmaster unable to make the read and bail Wolfie out of a bad situation there.
Yeah, kind of unfortunate. Not the first time that we've seen a similar play happen from Dissolved. They seem to just be struggling to either communicate or, oh my goodness, Dogmaster seems intent on putting the ball into his own net. Once again, stuck in a very awkward position. Maybe this time they can break out. But the defense for Dissolved has definitely been, at best, shaky during this series, and at worst, downright catastrophic.
That was a big word. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
And I 100% agree with you. It's either like they're an iron wall and the Drakes can't get in, or they're a wet piece of paper and just a light breeze and their defense is ripped through.
Yeah, definitely making life a little bit more difficult than themselves than perhaps it had to be. As Wolfie gonna look for the pass to Dogmaster. He's up before anyone else. Gets it passed down, but there's no third to capitalize on that one. Can't necessarily blame Jester for not wanting to commit to such a risky play. That was a nice opportunity for Dissolved now. Looking for the bump. Dogmaster gonna have to take control of this one in the corner. It's a bit of an awkward touch and can't really follow it very well, but Sky's hit will only go to Jester, who sends it down. Another sort of pseudo double commit from Dissolved. And they really just aren't looking all that coordinated right now. They keep looking like they're stepping on each other's toes whenever they try to make something happen. Once again, all three in the exact same place.
Yeah, they're definitely stacking on each other a lot and not really spacing out to give each other help. They're kind of doing what I had said the Drakes would do. And nice shot by Skies there. Or we'll call it a great pass too. I didn't catch you shot it in for him. Wolfie. Just
Just a
too fast.
pre-flip.
Yeah,
Gotta,
pre-flip, showing the
gotta love
mechanics.
that. PFG. Um, and that was an unfortunate spot for Wolfie. Definitely a forced own goal as the ball was going into his net, whether he touched it or not. But Dissolved finally gonna get one back here with a minute 30 remaining.
And just well played off the cheat here to beat Kiwi, who took a wide cheat angle and kind of just throws Sky into a tizzy, and Skies wasn't able to make a read to bail out his team from a poor kickoff.
Yeah, and that is not a spot that anyone will be jealous of. But Dissolve does extremely well to capitalize on their opportunity. They are going to have to take advantage of these opportunities that they get, as they haven't had as many in this game so far. Kiwi now trying to get the ball out, but it'll just allow for a shot from Dogmaster. It'll go off the post, and Wolfie gonna put that one in less than 20 seconds of the previous goal.
Yeah, I think Dissolved might have found something really they could work with here is these almost shots that are off the post almost that are really baiting the Drake's defenders out in net and leaving a wide open shot for the teammate to come in and clean up.
It's definitely. And all of a sudden, it's Dissolved back with the momentum. That's an open net to work with. Wolfie may have hit the ball a little bit too hard, but another scary opportunity for Dissolved as Ray Ray gonna hit this one to the side. Kiwi there to get the ball off the Dissolved backboard. And there's no one actually in net for Dissolved, but Wolfie does well to take control here. He'll take it up to the sidewall. Doesn't have much boost to work with, but he will try to get the air dribble past one. Kiwi with a very nice pre-jump save. And the ball is flung once again back into the Dissolved half. Something we've seen a lot of in this game especially. And Jester, looking a little bit out of position, does very well to get a touch. And now Perhaps one or two more opportunities for Dissolve. Jester tries to pass middle. Wolfie's there, and he puts that one home.
And great effort here by Dissolve to not give up on this game. I mean, when you go down 3-0 with a little over 2 minutes left, it's hard to keep yourself motivated sometimes. If they just chipped away, and now with 19 seconds left, there's a chance they could score one more, and we don't even see overtime.
Yeah, this is all of a sudden turned into an extremely close game. Have to agree with you, a great mental battle that has already been won in a sense, as Dissolved will tie up the game after being forced. That's almost another goal. As 5 seconds are ticking down, the ball's still in the Drake's half. Dissolve could just put away right here. Dogmaster tries to keep it up. It will hit the floor though, and we're gonna head into overtime in game 3. And this is an even closer series than we were expecting. All of a sudden, Dissolved with the first opportunity off of kickoff. Wolfie gets it past 1, gets it past 2. That's an open net. Kiwi will be back just in time, barely bailing out the Drakes. That's a double miss on defense. Skies has to boom the ball clear. Jester will send it right back though. That one is almost on target, but won't quite go in the net. Jester can't get the shot, and Ray Ray will finally clear the ball for the Drakes. Now Dissolved are the ones on the back foot, but the Drakes aren't able to mount anything quite yet. Dogmaster will get another nice clear. Wolfie going for the bump, almost gets it. Another dangerous opportunity from Dissolved. They're almost capitalizing on everything, and that's not the best touch on defense from Wolfie, though. He will save his team from his own poor touch, but now Drake's looking a little bit more composed, got out of the danger of the kickoff, and now they're poised to put the ball in the net, and they will take the overtime win.
Yeah, and a very crucial win here in Game 3 to put themselves on match point and having a chance to close out this series going into Game 4. And good touch by Ray Ray, and just Sky's never afraid of a 50-50. Dives in head first and gets the nice slow roller at a solid 25 miles per hour right into the net to take this overtime win for the Drakes and get them ahead in the series 2-1.
Yeah, very well done from the Drakes to not give in and put a stop to the momentum that Dissolve garnered from coming back from a 3-0 deficit. Also well done by Dissolve to ever tie the game up after being in that position. But the Drakes showing that they are resilient and will not go out that quietly. Very well done. It looks like we are going to get a server reset. Dissolved apparently having a bit of trouble with their internet connections or connection to the server, perhaps, which may have had an effect. But in the end, Dissolved looked like they were playing very well that game, I'd say.
Yeah, and if they can keep that style of play up here in Game 4, we could be seeing a Game 5 here soon.
That is what we want to see. First Saturday, first game, game 5. That would be the perfect script.
Didn't we have Game 5 last time we casted together too?
I think so. Maybe even the time before that.
Yeah, I feel like it's
Maybe,
just what we get. We get content. That's all
yeah.
I'm saying.
It's not the players; it's the casters making the content.
Yeah, I'm really good at cursing people, it seems, because the second I break down anything, I somehow have to be like, and as I'm speaking, that's a goal.
Caster's bias. It happens to literally every caster. A little bit of caster's bias, a little bit of Murphy's law, I suppose.
You mean Merely's Law?
Murphy's law. Oh no, I don't want that to be something I'm remembered for. We'll keep it posted on Murphy. I don't think
Yeah,
anyone liked Murphy after they came up with Murphy's law, or they might have named it after him because they didn't like him so much.
that's deep thoughts right there. That's
They're like,
Nemesis
man,
After Dark thoughts right there.
that is a Nemesis After Dark thought on the Nemesis main channel. So you guys get 2 for the price of 1.
Heck yeah.
I mean, just think about that though. Like someone was like, "Man, bad things. The worst outcome always seems to happen," and they were like, "What should we call it?" And they were like, "You know, I don't like Murphy. We're gonna name it Murphy's Law."
Yeah, screw that Murphy guy. He always talking crap and eyeballing my woman. I hate him.
Unlucky. All right. Looks like okay. So we are heading over to Forbidden Temple now. Looks like we will get the. Sorry, I was about to say the final game. I was already getting ahead of myself. I'm kind of I'm really hoping for a game 5 at this point, but we are only on game 4, And Dissolved are still going to have to battle back at least one more game if they want to take this one to game 5 and have a shot at winning their second game of the series, or season, excuse me, and retaining their undefeated streak so far. You know, one game so far, not much of an undefeated streak, but you can still brag about it. As
Always brag about
Dogmaster,
it.
as Dissolved, trying to make an attack happen, but a little bit of an overcommit. Kiwi getting a nice touch out. Very nice opportunity for the Drakes, but nothing will amount to it yet. The Skies taking control on the defense. Gets it past one. Can't quite find Ray Ray in the midfield as Dissolved will shut that one down. A very nice job. And that's an unfortunate touch from Kiwi, but his teammates will be there to get him out of a tight situation. Ray Ray trying to follow this one, but Jester will shut that one down speedily. That was a pinch, I believe, a team pinch from the Drakes that, if on target, would have definitely been near unsavable. But it does just hit the post, and the play will continue. Drake's mounting even more pressure. Skies beats two of the Dissolved players to the ball, and Dogmaster so close to getting the save there, but his pre-jump will only direct the ball into his own net.
And I think this pre-jump getting redirected here by Dogmaster is just karma coming back for his two almost own goals earlier in the series. You know, Murphy's Law, man. Murphy's Law.
Murphy's Law. Going back. It all ties together.
All together.
And Dogmaster will be thankful that his own goals earlier didn't go in, even though now a forced own goal will. As Dissolve still have time to battle this one out. Jester has a nice cut. Ball is past most of the defenders, but Dogmaster looking for a pinch, can't quite find anything useful. Almost gets a pass out, and it'll go straight back to Jester, who, in the same position with slightly more boost, tries to make a play happen. Gets shut down by the Drakes once again. Ray Ray now looking for the clear. Two players up from Dissolved, but they will get a touch to the corner where Jester is waiting. Wolfie hitting it past. Kiwi with good patience takes control, but messes up his touch just the tiniest bit. Dissolved almost able to capitalize on that pressure. And so far it looks like each team is getting a good look at the pressure. Right now it's just seeming like whoever's going to put the shots in will pull ahead, and Dissolved will put in their first shot of the game.
Here's another one of these ones where they were just kind of playing close to the post and drag out a few Drake's defenders and put a well-placed shot and get a goal out of it and tie up the game and push closer to pushing for game 5.
They are now one step closer. Another step would be to pull ahead in this game, and they will be hoping to be able to do that. Drake's not going to be too thankful to let it happen, though, as Kiwi comes flying in. A nice backboard read to pull ahead once again.
God, I heard the watch out, watch out, watch out in my head there. This one for Kiwi. Just an unfortunate touch by Wolfie and Kiwi there almost immediately to just take a nice top shelf shot and get the lead back as quickly as they lost it.
Yeah, just an absolute speed demon in Kiwi. He reads those backboard reads just as fast, if not faster, than every person in this lobby. And that's something you gotta watch out for if you are going up against the Drakes. As it looks like Wolfie actually side flip, but still will get a touch on this ball. And another touch over another defender from Dissolve. Sky's looking to hit this one to the corner, but there's no one there from his team there. Jester trying to find a touch, but can't quite. Now the ball is centered up for Wolfie. Going for the double, it looked like, but he got bumped off by the defender. Now Kiwi unable to make the touch. Dogmaster can't make the touch either, and Skies will be able to come in and finally clear the ball for the Drakes. That's another hit to the backboard, though. No one able to read it for the Drakes until it's almost on the ground. Luckily, it's just in time. Sky's taking control now. And so far this game, it does look like Dissolved has so much pressure, but still the Drakes holding this lead.
Yeah, the Drakes are just holding their water, trying not to overcommit too much and double commit on defense, and they pull a counterattack out, and Ray Ray able to finish a shot when it's a 2v1 versus Dogmaster, and just makes an unfortunate touch, and Wolfie wasn't able to get back in time to get it. And a great demo by Kiwi. We don't let demos go unseen around here.
Of course not. And that was a very nice play. The demo tied the whole thing together and made the shot on net possible to go in. Taking advantage of a miss and a poor touch on defense. Now Dissolved only a minute and a half left. We have seen them come back in this position before, though, in the previous game. Now, can they do it once again? as Jester will attempt to. He's got those huge clears. Wolfie going for the read, and he's going to snipe that one in the net.
Yeah, just a big boom by Jester here. And as we've seen, the Drakes have been really struggling with backboard reads right now. And Wolfie says, I don't struggle with them, Chief, and takes a nice read off the backboard for a free goal.
Yeah, that's a beautiful, solid, fast touch, beating out the defender by a fair margin. And now Dissolved only down 1 goal once again. But that might not be as easy to find as it was in the last game. Still have a minute to do it though. Ray. Excuse me, Kiwi looking to set something up here, but only gets the ball to the defender of Dissolved. Now the ball bouncing dangerously in the midfield, or in the middle of the half for the Drakes, excuse me. Still nothing coming of it yet. Wolfie looking for a play, gets it over one, gets a nice double touch. Dogmaster's there, can't quite put the shot in, and now they'll have to scramble back. Drake's looking for the counterattack, but the shot is just a little bit off. Dogmaster gets a nice pinch out. Jester with a huge 50. Dogmaster and Wolfie both going to go up for this one, but not much boost, and they aren't able to make anything happen. Now this could be a big opportunity for the Drakes. They could secure the series right here, but Dogmaster will pop it over two defenders. Dissolve had any boost, this would surely be a goal. It still might be as the ball pops up into the midfield. Ray bumps his own teammate, a little bit of miscoordination as Dogmaster gets this one centered. A huge demo from Ray coming out, relieving the tiniest bit of pressure. Skies will get a touch. Now Dissolved has to score right now if they want any chance, but the Drakes will send this one to the ground. That surely would have been another goal even, and they will take this series 3-1.
And my channel points are definitely happy to see that. My caster self is sad that we didn't get a game 5. I'm complaining about that. But a great finish and a great clear there at the end by Ray to really just beat out the last hope that Dissolved had and send the ball flying away. And now I think it's time for an interview, right? That's the thing we do.
Oh yeah, I believe we are supposed to do an interview, huh? I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do we have someone lined up?
All three of them in the waiting room. So we have to pick one.
What the? I'm not sure if they want the full team. I'll let you pick since it's your organization. Who you think will give the best interview?
The best interview? Oh, that's a heavy question. I kind
Or
of want
just
to
the
hear.
one. Sorry, just the one you want. Like, it doesn't matter.
I mean, I kind of want to hear from Kiwi. I don't know why. I'm feeling Kiwi today.
I do kind of want to hear from Kiwi as well. My former teammate as well. He's a great guy. Should we drag Kiwi in here?
Oh, looks like he's
There
here.
we go. There he
Hey,
is. Hey Kiwi, how you
hello.
doing?
I'm doing well. How are y'all doing tonight?
Doing fantastic. Just casting some
Good,
Rocket
good.
League. Looks like you're I was gonna say sweeping, almost sweeping Dissolved. Look,
Almost
you
sweeping.
guys
Yeah.
you guys were looking real good out there. Were you feeling the team chemistry and the comms, especially during the matchup?
Yeah, Monday was a wake up call for us. So we spent the majority of the week um, working on some things, doing what we need to do, working on comms, working on just the general Rocket League things. But we put a lot of time and effort into making sure that we're making the right call outs, the right rotations, and just all around playing solid for each other.
Yeah, I could definitely see it. Looked like it did pay off. You guys looked very well coordinated out there. And I also got to ask, I mean, especially in that game 3, you guys were up 3-0 and then lost 3 goals very rapidly. Was there a sort of, all right, we need to pick it up now and focus even harder to try and win in that overtime where it almost slipped away from you guys?
It was more or less we realized that we dropped the 3 goals, and because we wanted to keep the pressure up, and then I think we just got a little too aggressive, and such, and a little panicky at some points. But after that, we calmed it back down. We're like, hey, let's get back to playing our game, and we did that and came out with the win.
And I got one more for you. I got one more.
Yeah.
And I just want to know when you hit that backboard read there, and I believe this was in game 4.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very big shot by you to really capitalize on a big mistake by the other team, and I just want to know the emotions that came with that shot.
It was a huge confidence booster for all of us. Because in the previous games, Ray was hitting some good shots. We missed the one passing play, I think, in game 1, and that was kind of that was a big letdown for us. But for me personally, hitting that shot off the backboard was a huge confidence booster, knowing that we can hit those shots, we can capitalize on those things, and just moving forward from there, like just knowing that we can take advantage of those situations, we know that we're going to start coming out with more wins as the season progresses and getting that top spot this season again.
to hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you very much. And I definitely can attest Kiwi does hit those shots. uh Thanks for joining us, Kiwi. That was a brilliant matchup, and thanks for playing with us, entertaining us for a little while. And I wish you the best of luck in carrying on the Drake's legacy and giving it
Thank
your all
you.
this season.
Thank you. We look forward to taking first place again. Appreciate it, guys.
I like it.
All right. I love the confidence.
I do too. Holy.
I know that's the same confidence that Biscuit had. It's the confidence of a champion. So we'll have to see if the Drakes can carry on and take yet another season in the Challenger League.
For sure.
Any
And
final thoughts on the matchup, Biscuit?
great showing by both teams. Really enjoyed watching it, and congratulations to the Drakes on your first win of the season.
Definitely a huge congratulations. Now all tied up there at 1-1. And we've only got more action coming for you guys after a short break. We will be back, and we will be back with, sorry, check my notes. Gravelords versus Panthers right after this short break. Stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching as always, and we'll catch you in just a minute.